Hey everybody, Pam with Normalized Cloth, and I cannot wait to share this with you. I have found my dream product. So when I began cloth diapering back in 2016, I cloth diapered my third, but she was already a year old when I started. So it wasn't long after I began cloth diapering her that the thought of trainers started to come to mind. I was accustomed to buying disposable trainers because that's what I always did before I started cloth diapering, and I knew that there had to be a reusable option out there. What I didn't know was that I was going to really struggle to find one that I liked, and even then I was only going to kind of like it. When I first got trainers, I got Alvas because they were cheap and we were still pretty tight on finances when I was ready to start investing in trainers. And they worked. They're actually pretty absorbent, and considering how gappy they looked around the legs, even on my thick-thighed children, they held surprisingly well. Like, they didn't create any leaks or issues. So I was actually quite impressed in that respect. But I just really couldn't get over the fact that every time they pooped, I'd have to like carefully pry it off of them and try not to get like the poop go onto the floor. So I really wanted a trainer with side snaps. And when I was looking around, the one that I saw most predominantly was Grovia. So I purchased one, and I couldn't even fit it on my kid. Keep in mind that my children tend to be on the bigger side, and I don't mean as far as chunky goes, I mean they are just huge. The issue was that even with the plus size side tabs, I could barely get them on. I struggled to get them up and down. In fact, I had gotten so frustrated with them that I just didn't even want to hassle with it anymore. And if I struggled to get it up and down, the child certainly couldn't, and then that half defeated the point of the trainer. You know, the child should be able to get the trainer up and down on their own, at least to some degree. My other issue was that a lot of them didn't allow for added absorbency. Grovia did have a pocket, but it was so compact and tight that you really couldn't stuff it with anything substantial, and the built-in absorbency was... So I just really disliked the Grovia trainers. Not absorbent enough. They couldn't pull them up and down. The only thing good for them was that the fact that they could side snap, that was it. I can do that with a diaper. So searching around some more, the only ones I could find that kind of worked, and it's what I had been using, were the Nickies Overnights. The regular Nickies trainers don't have the side snap, but the overnight ones do. The overnight ones also have built-in absorbency, which makes them okay to catch some accidents, and they have this weird side flap for adding absorbency. I don't like it. It's weird. And so adding absorbency to that was not usually necessary, but it would have been nice to make it easier or to customize it. And I didn't like that it was mostly stay dry. And I appreciated that the Nickies Overnights could be pulled up and down but still had the side snaps. They were just weird, and they were sized. They weren't one size, which for most of my kids is okay because they generally tend to be larger. But now I have Jujubine, who is very petite compared to all of my other kids. And I'm worried that when she starts to get into trainers, maybe a year or two down the road, that she's not going to fit in the ones that I have because the Nickies are sized. Now keep in mind, when a lot of kids are ready to potty learn, many parents opt to just go the naked route. I don't do that. I don't have the energy for that. I just don't. I would set timers, and then it would happen that I was in the basement or outside or something when the timer would go off and I'd forget. So for me, it's really nice also to have something that they can use when they are interested but not ready. Something that I could just pull down and they could use, but also be able to take on and off like a diaper, and customize absorbency with like a pocket style. Something also that isn't going to be like stay dry, because then that sort of half defeats the point. Like, you want them to feel wet. Something also that when I'm out and about, I don't have to worry about them having an accident and it leaking all over the place like it did with the Grovia trainers. You know, I would like something that is easy up and down, the child can do themselves or I can do. My whole diapering career, I have really struggled to find the perfect trainer. But dare I say, my cloth trainer dreams have come true. Thea at Bebeboo Diapers, just being the incredible woman that she is, she created the Bebeboo Grow. Love the name, by the way. What is amazing about this trainer is only everything. So you'll notice, first things first, it has rise snaps. This is great because sometimes I use this with more stuffing than I don't. And that means sometimes it fits better snapped down than it does unsnapped, or, you know, depending on what I put inside of it. It also means that when Juniper is interested in potty, that if her being as petite as she is needs to be in a smaller size, all I have to do is snap this down. I don't have to invest in a whole nother stash of trainers. Another thing is stretchy snapped tabs. When I first saw this, I was very nervous because there are only 3 settings on here. But that's all you need because it has an incredible amount of stretch. But it's a firm stretch, so these aren't going to droop off your baby even if you stuff this thing full of absorbency. Holtwood, being the size of an average 3-year-old, can use this snapped in the middle setting. So he still has plenty of waist room left to grow in this, and it's not so tight that he can't pull these up and down. Plenty of leg room for my kids who are very thick-thighed, plenty of stretch. He can actually do it by himself. That's what impressed me about this, and that one of the things I was worried about because I'm so familiar with Grovia and how stiff it is, and I'm like, is this gonna be... It works perfectly fine. He can pull it up and down without an issue. There's enough elastic in the front, in these panels, and in the back. Moving on to the inside, you know, if your child has a bowel movement, you can unsnap it and not have to worry about like the hassle of carefully taking it off and trying to invert it over the toilet. The first thing I noticed about the inside, it is cotton lined. This is not like a stay dry liner, this is a cotton liner. And it has a nice big pocket that you can stuff with something if you want, or just don't. The PUL means that if they have an accident, it won't come through. The pocket means that you can customize the absorbency. So if your child just tends to have little accidents here and there, you don't have to bulk them up. But if you're going out for like a long trip and you want to make sure that they have an adequate absorbency in case they have like a full-fledged incident, you can stuff it as much as you need to. It's actually quite roomy, which unlike the Grovia diaper trainer, you can actually stuff this thing quite full. Like I can fit my hand in there pretty easily. And honestly, my favorite thing to stuff in this, the Bebeboo inserts. Usually one is enough. Sometimes I do both if I'm going to be, like if he's going down for a nap soon or if we're going to be out for a while, but the one is usually plenty absorbent to catch the average accident for Holtwood. So I can just take this and stuff it right inside relatively easily, and now I have a very trim trainer. Now, another thing I particularly love about these, besides the fact that it's just everything I dreamed of, because of the sizable pocket paired with the fact that it does have the snapping sides, you can use this like a pocket diaper. So this is great because this pocket diaper fits larger kids with ease, which for people like me who usually have to end up purchasing a whole stash of pocket diapers that are larger cut because our kids are huge, I can just have these instead, and then when my children are ready to start learning to use the potty, I can still continue to use these because they pull up and down just like a trainer, but they function like a diaper. And so you basically have the best of both worlds here. You have a trainer that can also work like a diaper with plenty of absorbency that you can customize, that can be pulled up and down with ease. So let's say your child is interested but not quite ready and they express interest in sitting on the potty. Instead of taking their diaper off, you can literally just pull it down and stick them on the toilet and then pull it back up if it's dry. This has been nice for me because Holtwood is not quite ready to potty learn yet, but he's interested. He wants to go potty sometimes and he says, potty. So what's wonderful about these is that with him being larger, he's starting to outgrow a lot of his one-size diapers, but he fits in these with plenty of room to grow. Holtwood's on this middle snap setting on this tab with plenty of room left, and the overall rise will suit him until he is using potty full-time, and I'm certain. So rather than having to have a whole stash of larger cut pocket diapers paired with a separate set of trainers for when he's learning to use potty, I can use this as both, and that's wonderful. So I am incredibly happy with this trainer. I have been dreaming about having a trainer like this for so long, just something that my kid can actually pull up and down. Like Holtwood is only 20 months old and he can pull this up and down by himself. Does he go around pulling it down just around the house? No. It actually fits him pretty snug, and so it doesn't like droop or hang off him, and he's not like just pulling it down. Now, maybe he will eventually, and if he does, then I'm gonna start taking him to the potty more. But he is able to pull this down himself. I'm like super excited about that. I love that I can customize the absorbency, and there's plenty of room in there, whether you want to just stuff it with just a thin little insert, or if you want to put some serious absorbency in here. I've put flats in here too. Plus, Thea's prints are amazing. So the idea of having these with the cutest prints, I'm just super excited. And so I have full intentions of selling all of my Nikki's trainers. This just fits the bill perfectly. It is just so amazing. I am like super excited to have this. I am totally buying a ton. I know I fully intend on stocking up on more of these. I hope she stocks plenty for all of us because I'm buying at least a dozen more. That is how much I love these. They are just the perfect trainer I've always been dreaming of. Why are you kicking my phone?
My phone.
got Holtwood in my lap. See? This is what it looks like on him. You like using potty?
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. You can try. You want to go potty? Okay, he wants to go potty, so I'm going to take him to the potty. I'm going to put this on him too while I'm at it. If you're looking for a great trainer, look no further than Bebeboo. While I'm a brand rep, you can get a discount on these. I have a link to it in the description. We're going to go Bobby. I'm going to have a link to Bebeboo Diapers in the description box below. And while I'm still a brand rep, you can actually save money on it. And by the magic of television, it's dark outside. So listen, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to help you out. I'm really excited because there's a lot happening this week. So if you're watching this video when it's been released, on Wednesday, June 30th, is going to be 2 new prints revealed for Bebeboo Diapers. Really excited about them. Believe me when I say you're going to love them. And then on Friday, they're going to be released. So they're going to be revealed Wednesday, June 30th, and released on Friday, July 2nd. I'm really excited because they has decided to do a giveaway for you guys. So starting today and going through until 11:59 p.m. July 2nd, you can enter the Rafflecopter. That link is in the description box. All the information and the links that you need are in that Rafflecopter. You have until then to enter. And on my birthday, July 3rd, we'll select and announce a winner. Also, it's my 30th birthday. I'm freaking 30. Anyone else feel like those people when you were like 20 and you looked at 30-year-olds and you're like, oh, they've got it together? Like, I can't wait till I have it together. Don't have it together. Anyways, the Rafflecopter for that giveaway is going to be in the description box below. So if you want to enter that, well, there goes the door.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Now I forgot what I was saying. I lost my mojo.
You're saying about how to wrap a taco. I thought that's what you said.
That Rapataco.
Rattlecopter? Yeah, rattle. That's like a rattlesnake.
A winner's going to be drawn on my birthday and announced. So that'll be July 3rd, Saturday, July 3rd. Now this is just a completely awkward ending.